Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. How have you been? Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Everything seems to be working perfectly. Alright, we can begin then. Alright, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to be with all of you once again. Before we begin, first of all, thanks to the 13th subscriber of the YouTube channel from the bottom of my heart. You all encourage me to continue showcasing all of these forgotten gems that certainly deserved much more praise. All of the games that we analyze here on stream wouldn't be possible without you. First of all, thanks to the 13th subscriber of the YouTube channel. Of course, as I always say, feel free to come over here to Twitch so we can explore the depths of all of the forgotten games together and have a great experience. But well, thanks to all of the followers of the Twitch channel as well as all of the subscribers of the YouTube channel, as always. And well, for today, we have something extremely special, ladies and gentlemen. Last time we finished the final analysis of Hellgate London. Remember, I analyzed the vanilla version of the game. By that I mean unmodded on elite difficulty. And we finished the final analysis of the game. A pretty in-depth analysis. I, of course, highly recommend just in case you are interested in getting to know the gameplay mechanics of the game in depth before you play. Right. Last time, or up until last time, I believed the London 2038 was only playable online, and in fact, that's what we're gonna do. But I have some interesting information because while last time we did the analysis, the previous stream to that one, in which I beat the final boss, in which I actually beat the final boss, you could see that as soon as the vanilla game finished, the credits rolled, of course, the usual thing that happens in pretty much any game, and the game restarted automatically on nightmare difficulty. Well, back then I thought I had lost my character. No, that's not the case. You can still play with your normal character. But I did something a bit more interesting in this case, and I want to showcase it before we play the modded version of Hellgate London. Because yes, I can confirm you can actually save your character. You just need, yeah, you don't even need to, you don't need to do anything because when you uninstall the vanilla version of the game and mod it, the one from Steam, modern games released on Steam, they don't delete your save file, and you'll see what I mean. First, I'm going to showcase something today before we begin. We are going to play, this is the idea, we are going to play, this is the plan. We're going to play London 2038 online with a completely new character. But before we do that, because first of all my class is a bit squishy and I cannot use my character online, as you all of you must imagine. However, I've managed to at least save all of my progress for my own private offline play. So, first I'm going to showcase you that in some minutes, and then we'll get to play London 2038. But you'll see what I mean. I managed to save my character, and I'll be able to play it to play with it offline in a completely separated version from the online version, which I'm going to be streaming. But just so you know, you can actually save your character if you played on the Steam version, on the vanilla version of the game. You can save it and you can play it completely offline, right? Of course, it will be a bit outdated. It'll be a bit outdated, but just so you know, I wanted to share it with you because I remember that during the last gameplay stream, my character pretty much disappeared, and you all must have thought that I must have lost it forever once I installed the mod. No, uh, as I'll show you in a second, as you'll see that it's possible. As you all know, right? As you all know, I played the vanilla version of the game. There we go. There it is. I played the vanilla version of the game, right? So this is already modded. This is London 2038. If you are paying attention here, you don't have the normal version. This is the modded version. So this is London 2038 already. However, you'll see that if you only download the 2038 mod, you won't have the single player game option because, understandably, that game is the mod focuses exclusively on the online section. Just to be clear, the team behind London 2038 only works on the online part of the mod. They have nothing to do with this single player mod that you'll hear about in a second. This option only appears because I installed a second mod on top of London 2038. Well, you actually have to install it on top of London 2038, and then you have to update London 2038 once again, right? So when you install that second mod, you can actually do this, and you'll see that they are two completely different versions. It's kind of like Diablo 2, right? So why did I do this? Normally, if you only use, what I highly encourage, just download London 2038. Don't download the second mod because it will just be a single player version in which things may break, as well as it won't be completely updated. No, just download London 2038 and it will work perfectly as they originally intended, and it will be online, and you'll be able to play with the community and everything. Why did I do this? Because, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I am a preserver, kind of like a historian. Well, not actually a historian, a preserver, let's say. Just a simple and humble preserver of games. And so I reverse engineer MMORPG games, MOBAs, different games that would normally go extinct. And so, in this case, just to be doubly sure that the game data would endure forever, I downloaded the second mod, just so I have a local copy of a slightly outdated version of London 2038 instead of the vanilla Hellgate London which I had previously. My original idea was to have an original offline copy of Hellgate London, the vanilla version, and say, well, that's pretty much it. But now I discovered, and this is the difference, that I could actually preserve London 2038, which is the most complete version, as you'll all see, because I've been exploring it a bit, and definitely it's the most complete version. Because apparently, yes, as far as I can understand, the game had a lot of online sections which simply for some reason aren't present in this Steam version that I explored previously, and they are incredible. And they are incredible, let me tell you. However, you can only play them if you install the second mod. So there are two separate mods installed on the base game. So you'll see this, as I said, the London 2038 team has nothing to do with the single player mod. This is a different second mod which has nothing to do with the first one. The first one will be here, right? You'll see. So single player game. This is the second mod. This is the second mod which is going to use which is going to allow me to play the London 2038 version completely offline. Here I discovered this part of the base game that you can untick this and you'll be playing on elite difficulty. So I've been able to restore completely. I've been able to completely restore the save file I used for the vanilla version, the unmodded version of Hellgate London, right? Just so you can see, and this was a surprise to me, that the game files are extremely versatile. Of course, you won't be able to use, and of course you shouldn't use, your offline character on the online part of the game. They are two completely separated versions, just so you understand it. Just like Diablo 2. Think of it like Diablo 2, where you had your offline character kind of like completely isolated from the rest of the world, which would be the online part of the game. So think about it like that. One mod for the online section and one mod for the offline section of the game. As you can see, this is my character. And as you must imagine, I wanted to do this so I don't lose plus 63 hours of offline gameplay. So I'll be able to play with this character completely offline, privately, on my own, while I stream the online part and the original online version of London 2038. That's the idea. And I'll keep this one for my own private use offline, completely offline, for the sake of preservation, right? Because as you know, I preserve all of those games. MMORPGs, I reverse engineer them, MOBAs, blah, 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 blah. All of the things that I said earlier. So, let's see if it works. I could be wrong. No, I'm not wrong. Of course not. Now it's gonna crash? No. Maybe it crashes. No, it didn't crash. Greetings, Eraser. Nemo has a very... This will indicate you... Now, as you can see, you can tell that this isn't a new character or anything at all, because I have the debuff of being killed by Sidonai during the final boss fight. I'll be able to repeat my boss fight here privately on my own, offline, and get my vengeance on that absolute and on that demon, on that disgusting macaque. all right, that devil who killed me so many times. Alright, as you can see, I have the death penalty. I couldn't have invented this. It's because I'm using the exact same save file. Another thing, and that's why I ended up also part of the reason why I ended up making this decision. The skill tree. The skill tree. As you can see, this is already here. You can already tell that the London 2038 mod, not only by the artwork during the loading screen that you saw during the loading screen, but here you can see that they perfectly separated the skill tree. This is something amazing because it's just like most MMORPG games, but you can go hybrid, which is at the end of the day the min-maxing, as we usually say. They added a lot of options here, titles according to your achievements, blah, blah, blah. All of this is offline, as I've said. for my private use. It's kind of like the single player portion of Diablo 2, which couldn't connect to the internet, which I think it's the most healthy solution at the end of the day. Offline section and online section completely separated, but not what Diablo 3 did, which is kind of like destroying, completely eliminating the offline section from the equation. Let's say from the original idea. All right, so they did this, which is amazing, of course, and they added more missions. Some of them may work, some others may not work, but what it does work is something that I'm going to showcase you, and the main reason why I did this, because I wanted to preserve the most perfect version of this game, which is London 2038, without a doubt, now that I've explored it. As you can see, there are more.
I understand.
This one is for donations. You can also donate and do other things. That's part of the online part. So let's give me a second. Give me a second because I need to put the stream so it goes even better for you. So it runs even better for you. Sorry. There we go. I forgot to put it on performance mode, but well, as you could see, it's amazing that we can do this with a game that's so old. 100%. It's amazing that we can do this with a game this old. So here we go. Sorry for that. There we go. It should go even smoother now. Now, what's the main attraction and the main idea behind this? First of all, because I wanted to respec. Second of all, well, first of all, because I wanted to preserve the most perfect version of the game. Second of all, because I had to respec my character. Third, I didn't want to waste 63 plus hours of my unmodded gameplay. So, this is basically the main attraction. As you can see, this wasn't part of the original, of the vanilla version that I explored previously. So, Stonehenge, what is this? Well, here, inside of this, supposedly, I'll find my respec boss and a lot of extra side quests. As you can see, this wasn't part of the original version of the game. If you try to speak to this warden without installing the second mod on top of Hellgate London, even if you try to launch it offline, it'll tell you that you need to subscribe and that you need a subscription. Go to Hellgate London, which the page, of course, is no longer operational. It'll tell you to go to http://hellgatelondon.com from 2007. Of course, nothing of that is working. So you have with this mod, you are able to play the most complete version of the game like this offline. And this is the part when I saw this the first time, I was extremely surprised. The textures of the sky, everything. This is pretty much the end game section of the game, as far as I can tell. Here's a statue of one of the developers who worked on the London 2038 mod, so be sure to remember and pay your respects to him. His amazing work made all of this possible, without a doubt. So, I'll show you what I mean. We go here, and we have... Here, I should be able to find, according to what I've read online, my respec item. I still don't know how it looks or how's it called, but if I can kill Moloch, which is a demon according to what I read, I'll be able to finally respect my character like we do in any normal RPG game. So, but that's not all you have. If you've been paying attention to the minimap, that's not all we have here. You can see that we have several endgame dungeons which are randomized and they will spawn. You just speak to them and you can enter. Let's try this one, for example. A demon of Tremender, Moloch commands armies of the VIP, but first, before you reach Moloch, if we are to defeat Moloch, we must first destroy the generals of his 4 armies. I assume this is part of the different portals that we have here. And so, once you speak to each one of the wardens, you can enter and you can begin playing the most complete version of the game. As you can see, they are level 31. The spawns are much better, and you'll see some. And I wanted to showcase something before we go back. Let's hope they don't kill me before I do this. As you can see, the textures of the fire are totally different. Compare them to my previous streams. And they fixed a lot of stuff. That's why I ended up making this decision. Because I had to choose. From now on, I'm going to stream and showcase the online part of the game. But I wanted to leave an offline part archived, completely frozen in time, just because of for the sake of preservation, for the sake of my own personal and private preservation. And I decided to choose this one without a doubt because it was even if it can, even if it will, even if it won't be as perfect and bug free as the online version, of course, which is the one I'm going to stream from now on. It's better than it's still better than the vanilla version. Even at the end of the story, it's like this. Even a slightly broken and slightly outdated version of London 2038, completely offline, is better than the vanilla version that I played. Like that. So imagine how good the online bug-free perfected version must be. Right. So besides this one is slightly outdated, slightly. So there you have it. This is not all. There are even more things that you can access. As you can see here, only here you have the respec option, which is it's absolutely essential for this type of game. So just for the respec option and being able to kill this Moloch and get the respec option, just for that I had to choose this version. On top of all of the other things that I've said, all of the other advantages this offline version of the best online version is, or that it has, all the advantages that it has. Here, let's talk to this lady. We're losing Parliament Square. I fear Titus. Blah 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 blah. Abyss. Now you'll see that on top of all of the missions that you get from Stonehenge, or you can get at Stonehenge, you can get even more here. And you have this abyss, which I still haven't explored, but it's absolutely, it must be absolutely amazing. So let's enter for the first time. This one I haven't explored it. And I wonder if this will be some kind of gauntlet or those things. Ah, you can't get out. Well, I assume they can kill me pretty easily. What's that? So you can see there are different elements. I'll let them kill me so I can respawn. I assume this is part of the end game content. That's why you cannot exit this dungeon. It must be some kind of gauntlet or something like that, I presume. You will also have daily missions with these special bulletins. As you can see, daily. So you get daily missions, extra side quests, respec, better graphics, even if it's a slightly, as I've said, this offline version is slightly outdated, and I haven't encountered any bugs, but according to what I've read, it could be slightly broken. Of course, the London 2038 team is not working on it. They have nothing to do with this version, so um, it will probably have some issues. It will probably have some issues, but even so, it's better than just preserving the vanilla offline version. Because I presume, if I had to guess, and I read a bit, but I'm not 100% sure, but I read a bit. Okay. This wasn't this was another dungeon. Sorry, my bad. This was part of the online. Yeah, lower parliament. This was part of the online part of the game back when Hellgate Global released or something like that. So yeah, it's the most complete version. You can play it offline, as I've said, with the same uh, philosophy as Diablo 1, as Diablo 2. Sorry, Diablo 2. This will be completely offline, but even so, you'll be able to respec, play the complete game, and everything. So if I had to choose a version to preserve, well, I've chosen this version with the second mod installed on top of Hellgate London, but completely separated. Right, so yeah, pretty much that's it. The animations are better. The I even think the ultra textures only work on this version because I've noticed that the game looks even better. The only thing that I don't know is that in this, both in this one and the online version, I still have the 60 FPS cap when the game allows you to play at 144 refresh rate. So yeah, basically just for Stonehenge, this one and all of these, the respec option and everything, all of these will make the game endlessly replayable. I basically have an endlessly replayable offline version for my own, as I said, for my own offline private use. For the sake of preservation. Let's imagine, I don't know, that for some reason, uh, you are unable to play the online version. Your internet connection is not working well. I can grab this, or I don't know. Yeah, it's not working. I can grab this, and I have this game preserved forever. Well, but that's my own story. I don't encourage you to go through all of the troubles that I go through for the sake of preservation. That's something extremely personal. As you can see, this stat I can no longer use these helmets because the stats changed for all of the gear. I'll need to explore this, but that's not what we're gonna do today, right? But as you can see, the game, I was able to preserve the game forever. What happens if your hard drive fails? Eraser. Well, that's why I have a copy on a different hard drive of my PC because it has three of this game. Just like I do this with very very special games, preserving these versions when I'm able to do it. Very special games to me. The only one I've failed to do that it's Star Wars: The Old Republic, which is actually my favorite game of all time. So, well, once I find a way to reverse engineer that, well, as you can see, it was modified, everything. Well, as you can see, and as you can see, I can also replay a game on Nightmare difficulty. If I have this button like this, There we go, and you'll see that we'll restart the game just like we did, just like we did during the last stream. Here you can see that it's the same character. I still have the 1 minute death penalty. Here you can see that it's Hellgate London because the Hellgate London is London 2038, not the vanilla version of Hellgate London unmodded. It's not that one. And I can replay the game. As you can see, zombies level 30 here. They also fixed the animations here for the weapon, for the crates. You can see that they created this aura around the loot, and this is the completely offline version. Okay, so with that out of the way, exactly 30 minutes. See, I am becoming even more disciplined and measuring the time instead of talking about the same topic for hours and hours. We go back. We go back. That's the offline version. Right here, it's a separate mod. And here we have the online mode, which is the one that we are gonna stream. So, as you can see, as soon as I click on that one, I get a login screen. There's no need to show all of them, just London 2038. Of course, this is just like MMORPG games. You create your account over at their website. It was extremely fast and smooth uh, in comparison to most processes that I've usually done to do that. And we do this. I hope I type the correct password. There you can see it says connecting. And you can see a difference. This is a test character. As you can see, I can enter. We're going to create a new character. Of course, I'm not going to name my character test. There you can see that you have the chat. There you can see that you have the chat and everything. Pretty much. And as you can see, it's extremely... I hope the stream will be smooth. This will be the first test stream. And as you can see, this is already online. Completely online, completely separated one from the other. There are no players right now, but you'll see that soon we'll encounter some of them, and that way you will 100% notice that this is completely online. This is completely on the server. Alright, so yeah. This first stream, we'll just go over the basics because I want to test the connection. This is actually the first time I'm streaming an online game because my connection has exactly the megabytes that I need, so I want to see if I can stream it at 1080p for all of you. Otherwise, I'll lower the quality a bit, and that'll be pretty much it. But yeah, yeah. Because consider my connection goes because Argentina has no game servers, no game servers, no Twitch servers. The game is actually extremely smooth for an online game. Since there are no Twitch servers on Argentina, my connection has to go to Brazil, and from Brazil to wherever you may be in the world, ladies and gentlemen. So I will use this first stream to test the connection, if you don't mind. Then we'll create a new character, pick our class, everything. I'll pick a different class, and we're going to stream this, right? So I think I pretty much gave you all of the information you need. So let me see if this is working correctly. Let me ensure because sorry, but I don't trust my own connection. That's the thing. Let's see. It'll just take some minutes. Hey, it's smooth. What a surprise. Well, it has some. It has some kind of like some slightly skipped frames because of the stream, but nothing crazy. All right, let me kill some mobs and see if it affects the frame rate, and we'll get to the gameplay in a second. Let's pick. As you can see, they also retextured the portals. The vertex explosions are gone 100%. Now the impact animations work 100% of the time. Uh, I think I'll be playing this class, which is the engineer. I'm torn between this one and the examiner. How's the gameplay? Hey, what did you know? It's extremely smooth. Wow. Well, my congratulations to all of the backend developers of this project, because even with a connection with a shitty third world country connection while streaming at 1080p, the game is working smoothly. Well, also congratulations to the developer. Well, no. The developers of the original game, no, because they took down the servers. This is 100% the work of the London 2038 team. Damn it, it's extremely smooth. Yeah, maybe when there are a lot of mobs on screen, it's gonna lag, but there's the usual delay, but nothing to worry about. I think it's extremely smooth and you'll enjoy it. Alright, so we're gonna play this and see what London 2038 has to offer. I think I'll begin calling it Hellgate London 2038. I don't know. I don't see any lag. This is amazing. Hey, nice, we're getting maggot spawns right at the beginning. Okay. Perfect. I believe we can begin. Right. Oh. Yes. Yes, it's extremely smooth. Enough. Enough of that. We need a character with a real name. Not easy test. Hey, it's smoother than I thought. My congratulations. My sincerest congratulations to the London 2038 team. Goddammit. It's it's extremely smooth. Even with the stream working in the background. Alright. So let's begin. Let's begin, shall we? The idea here is to since we are going to face a lot of extra mobs, is to reach level 30 as fast as we can and explore Stonehenge as fast as we can. We're instead of going for the vanilla story, the Side on Eye story, the invasion of the demons that we did last time during the vanilla version. Yes. Alright, I need to type easy test. Please. Goodbye, easy test. And now I need to pick this. I'm still afraid of picking a melee class because I follow this rule of thumb. Melee classes in 99% of MMORPG games, they ain't good. Hardcore mode, no, because if I die, I won't be able to showcase the game. I'll name this one Eraser as well, because as you could see, they are completely separated versions. It won't conflict with the other one at all. Just so you can be 100% sure that they have nothing to do, I'll name them the same. Besides, that's my name online. I'm not changing that. Summoner. So I'm torn between this guy and the engineer. Yes, pretty much. It's between the engineer and the examiner. I need to pick a class which is uh, the most solid uh, for solo content. Even though then we can do some raids uh, with other players. That's the main attraction. But for the most time, I want to ensure I survive on my own when I'm streaming on my own, first of all. So, never wants to travel without an entourage, summoners have mastered the ability to control demons as well as the very elements of nature. These forces can be unleashed to distract and destroy their enemies as well as provide protection for the caster and his allies. Well, that's extremely positive. Here we can see that I think this version will be perfect for what I'm looking for. As you can see, they added animations for the classes. That's pretty good because they no longer look kind of like dead. They look like an animated, um, totally dead, lifeless in the vanilla version. Now they look lively. They do those animations. I'm torn between the summoner and the engineer. Which one could be better for survival? Technologically adept, engineers apply their knowledge of theoretical science and practical engineering to build drones, bots, and weapons, whether focusing on controlling numerous smaller devices or building up a single, highly advanced combat machine. They provide fantastic firepower against the demons. So here we can see that he's using the automatic rifle, pretty similar to the marksman. Uh, but the thing is that second paragraph, building a single highly advanced combat machine, very fantastic firepower against the demons. So I assume this will have summons as well. That's what I that's what I think. Um, mm, 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 drones, bots, and weapons. Controlling numerous smaller devices or building up a single highly advanced combat machine. So this one is kind of like more damage oriented. And the other one, the evokers manipulate storms, condemn, blah, 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 blah. They command, stun, burn. Yeah, but if they are immune to stun or those things, or resistant to elemental damage, this class could be dangerous for my personal use. I bet it must be better used in raids, for example. This one, I don't. The problem with this one is that I don't see any weapon in his hands. that's the that's the main idea behind what discourages me from choosing it. I don't see any weapon, and distract and destroy their enemies as well as provide protection for the cast. Yeah, I assume this one doesn't deal as much direct damage as the other ones. So yeah, let's explore these skill trees. Then we can customize our character. That I perhaps should have read one of the class guides over at the Discord server of London 2038. But well, but well. I like playing in the games like this without knowing what's gonna happen, especially when I pick my class. I think it's part of the fun living with your choices. At least until you begin a new run. Well, you know what? This one seems somehow similar to the marksman. That's an automatic rifle. So I'll feel right at home, but without. I hopefully, if I can at least summon I wonder if by highly advanced combat machine they mean summons, kind of like mechanical summons. But well, it says fantastic firepower. I wonder what's the difference between this and this. Highly adaptable to any combat situation. That part is a lie. Sorry, that part is a lie. I was extremely squishy on the vanilla version, at least. That part is a lie. They are inflicted the most damage possible in any given situation. Yeah, I don't agree 100%. I don't agree. They are way too squishy. You need a bit of survival. So I don't know what. It doesn't say that we get summons, and I don't trust these descriptions 100%. They also modified the user interface. I don't trust these descriptions 100%. These were made by the original hellgatelondon team. They provide highly advanced combat machine, numerous smaller devices. Yeah, but they aren't summons. So we are playing Necromancer. This is exploitable, I guess. Yeah. The thing is that with my connection, this may lag a bit. We're kind of like at the limit, and if we begin summoning things like crazy, this will be a disaster. Uh, Distract and destroy. Yeah, but if you have to kill them yourself, can be a problem. No, we're going for the engineer because yeah, I want to have a bit, at least a bit of control over the direct damage that I inflict. What else? What else? What else? Well, I don't want to be particularly high because you can be well, a bit more, but you can be surrounded by enemies as soon as you are attacked. Of course, we will personalize this. The thanks I follow handsome people for following the channel. From the bottom of my heart. However, yes, this. Thanks from the bottom of my heart for following the channel, but let me see. You. All right. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Then I'll deal. Thanks from the bottom of my heart for following the channel. I'll check on that. Alright. Uh okay. Don't worry about that. So we are going to randomize um this a bit. I think they also. Hey, you can do that. Yeah, no, that must be new. This must be part of London 2038. Now let's uh, uh, uh let's change that. I think this was our original face. First of all, sorry, I feel tremendously inclined to make a character as close as my face as possible most of the time. I know, boring, but I like that. Alright, let's go for something not extremely complex. Of course, we are changing that face. I mean, not as close as my to my face, but somehow similar. I think this is the face we used last time. Yeah, I can see why I chose that one because it's kind of like the most similar. Blah 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 blah. This is something I've always commented about. Have you noticed that in modern games, people I'll do the I'll tell the same joke that I told at the beginning of the previous uh, series of streams. Have you noticed that that in a lot of modern games, you are pretty much forced to choose wannabe gangster haircuts most of the time? For example, I was playing, what was the name of the game? The Ascent, a twin stick shooter, and you were pretty much forced. You had to either have no hair or choose a wannabe gangster haircut. Kind of like there are no normal haircuts. No normal haircuts. Play the Ascent and you'll see what I mean. Just get to the character editor and you'll see what I mean. All of the haircuts are extravagant, weird, as I've said, wannabe gangster haircuts. That's a plague of modern games. That's one of the things I mostly miss of games from the early 2000s. That you had normal haircuts. Thanks for your character. You had haircuts like this one, but then you had normal haircuts like this one. Right? So they took the time to, usually developers back in the day took the time to create normal haircuts. Nowadays we only have wannabe gangster haircuts. That's something that should be dealt with. If you want to keep those, keep them, but also provide us with normal haircuts. That's something that modern games need to learn from games from the early 2000s. Alright, I didn't know I could do this. Blah 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 blah. We are going to go for that haircut. Yes, military-esque haircut. I think it's realistic. I like to keep some realism. No facial hair. Erase, or you're creating the most generic character ever. That's not what a character editor is for. Well, if you want to add a third eye to your character, be my guest, but do it on your walkthrough. I want to keep them as normal as possible. I'm okay with that. Okay, so I think we'll go for the same face. I like the same face. See, you can see that I'm pretty classic regarding these things. Bulk and height. Well, this one will actually play a role in um, in our somehow gameplay mechanics, because if we are way too huge, I believe they can surround me in a much easier way. This doesn't affect stamina or your overall health at all. So yes, uh, uh, well, more or less, I know the. Damn, he even looks like. I ended up creating a character which is kind of who is kind of like the younger brother of my offline character. Well, there you can see that I'm extremely sincere when it comes to what I would choose. Yeah, pretty much. Well, more or less, this is pretty standard. 66 degrees. All right. Remember that. Just in case you're wondering why am I wearing a shirt, well, let's explore the skill tree of this character. And here we go. Well, at least we get to have dual pay. I ended up choosing this. Well, first things first. Let me grab this. Let me do this. Let me do this. So besides, I only have to press a single button. Hey, this changed. Adds they changed the description. Now it's precise. Adds 0.5 bonus to critical damage and decreases. No, I think it's the same. What am I saying? Wear heavier armor. Blah 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 blah. Let me check the skill tree. This is how I allow inspection. Allows other players to inspect your character and view your equipment. Yes, we'll leave that on. Pretty much. This was by default obligatory in Star Wars: The Republic, so I'll leave that like that. We've got faction standings, which I think will actually play a role now that the version that we're playing is online. This is pretty much the same. This is pretty much the same. This is pretty much the same. Blah, 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 blah. At least to the naked eye. Hey, there's a skill tree section which is called bots. My God. So let's see if we can summon something. If this doesn't convince me, I'll go back and do this and create the same character but with summoner. Skill groups bots requires bomber bot rank 3. Blah, 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 blah. The engineer commands the bomber bot to collide with the targeted enemy and detonate, unleashing all of his spectral wrath. Attempt to phase them. Oh, we have phase. Attack has twice the phase strength. Blah, 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 blah. Faces enemies for 5 seconds. Facing an enemy increases the damage you deal to it. Incredibly, the bot ejects explosive special devices which may face weaken their attacks. May only control 2 types of bots at any time. Yeah, these aren't kind of like summons that fight for you. They're kind of like extra damage, as I can imagine. Extra damage. Inhibitor bots. These autonomous bots emit force beams that at approaching enemies, slowing their movement. The engineer may only control 2 types of bots at any time. So these are this. Oh, so, all right. So I can only have two of them. So I can have two bots plus the other ones. Hey, this is pretty much a sniper. Hey, I have tactical stance. Wow. I know it's a combination. It pretty much has everything, the sniper. It has beacon, it has tactical stance, it has napalm strike. Napalm strike. Uh, fuck. Rate of fire increased by 100%. What? I don't know, yeah, but this a 3-second burst that greatly increases fire well, decreasing damage by blah, blah, blah. That one's pro. We have escape here. Good. So maybe I can with this. This is so we still have the sniper skill tree here. Good. So construct drones, construct an autonomously motivated drone to accompany him on the battlefield. This is a drone, so this isn't a bot. So we can control these. We can control two bots plus the drone, or plus the drones, I assume. The engineer constructs an autonomously motivated drone to accompany him on the battlefield. The machine is equipped with a built-in laser, but several upgrades options to the base model. Alright, so we have summons, we have the damage of the sniper, and we have two extra bots to slow them down. This looks like the class that we need. Good, good. We also have worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, we have escape. That I'm already familiar with. Okay. Okay. Let me check the rest of them. Master drone. The superior craftsmanship of the drones created by the engineers is evident in their clear lines and hardened armor. Armor increased. The engineer can use armor from the inventory to better protect the drone from damage. And if you increase the stamina, it'll go, so it will be tied to the level. All right, this will be a pretty intensive skill point tree because you have to max it, because otherwise you'll be in trouble. This one maybe heals you by implementing an automated micro injector system on the drone. It can heal the engineer and his. So we have heals, we have escape. This looks pretty promising. Drone aggressive mode. The engineer commands his drone to attack more aggressively. Activating this skill flares up the drone's propulsion system and modifies the artificial intelligence, enhancing its movement speed and making it engage with enemies more aggressively across larger distances. Activating this skill again during this state cancels these bonuses, and the drone reverts to its original, more passive artificial intelligence. So I assume they tinkered, the London 2038 team tinkered with the artificial intelligence of the AI, with the artificial intelligence of the skill. Amazing. So movement speed, and it kind of like makes them more aggressive. That's a tactical mode instead of tactical sense. Shuttle. This causes it to cease. Alright, so in order to perfectly manipulate the drones, you have to invest here as well. Large targeting. Yeah, this is so weird. Alright, so why is it that I can only have two bots? This combat bot robot launches rockets at the enemy. Targeted enemy. The engineer may only control two types of bots. Alright, this looks like the initial abilities of the skill tree. That's why I have my only point invested here. Yeah, pretty much I can see that it's a shorter skill tree. You can only have two, and it's much simpler. This one is much more complex, and besides, you have to invest a lot more of talents here. And of course, here I am focusing on beacon and tactical stance. Uh, it helped me definitely, but I don't like the fact that I cannot move. This game wasn't designed to remain still without moving. You have to constantly dodge. So I think that if I have to invest any point, it would be on beacon rather than tactical stance. This is for probably raids with a tank and a healer because yeah. You have to constantly quit and enter tactical stance, and I honestly don't like that. I'd rather go for drone and then invest here. So we are going to go from left to right. May sound stupid, but maybe just at the beginning, maybe just 1 point here for that 20% because it's just 1 point. But well. So I guess I'll stick to this class. It pretty much has everything I I could ask for. So we're not doing side quests this time. Well, I almost forgot about that. We're not doing a 100% completion, of course. This is leisure gameplay. I'm not analyzing Eraser 88. Wow, there were 87 erasers before me. No, that's not possible. I must have. Did I press the. Wait a second. Wait a second. I think I pressed my. Yes, I pressed my stupid. I'm not going to call myself Eraser 88. I pressed my. I pressed the. I use this for the FPS counter on top. Well, what are you gonna do? So this was the face, I believe. Oh my god. Okay. Which was the haircut? Blah, 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 blah. This one. All right, maybe I'll change the face to this one. Yeah. Yeah, we'll change the face to this one. No. Facial hair. Goodbye. Height. It was more or less like this. It was more or less like this. It was much faster. I found a face that suits the character. I don't like the fact that he looks like he played 48 hours of of this game or any game for that matter with a non-stop kind of like he's like, my god, I've been playing for 2 days without sleeping. I don't know why, but well, doesn't matter. No hardcore mode, thanks. Disable tutorial tips, blah 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 blah. Blah. Cha 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 cha. More or less, it was like this. Engineers usually need to be big a bit to tinker with things. Oh, right, to tinker with all of their heavy equipment. All right. Well, I'm happy I could give my character a more original face instead of being the younger brother of my previous character. Alright, so this is randomized. Good. And this zombie is closer to me now. Why is the... I think my robes are different. The zombie disappeared? No, he's right there. More. Alright, here we go again. as I was saying before I realized my character was called Eraser88. We are not going to forage. We are not going to good. At least this time I'll know how to use analyzers and health injectors from the start. I almost forgot. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here. Thanks. Thanks again. Of course, this time we are not doing we ain't doing a 100% completion of the side quests. If you are interested in uh, on that, sorry, if you are interested in watching that, watch my previous gameplay, because I achieved a 100% completion of the game, of the vanilla version of the game. And so here I'm going to skip everything. We'll go. The idea here is to go straight for Stonehenge and Abyss content. Pretty much once we arrive at Templar base, we are not doing the story. We are doing our own thing, just killing on our own. I'll pick the side quests that I like. Those that I don't, I won't. I'll be skipping dialogues. I'll be skipping everything. If you want a complete experience, kind of like slow paced, exploring everything the game has to offer, check out my 100% completion of the walkthrough of the vanilla version of the game. Here, I'm skipping everything. I'm playing as I play. I usually play even slower than. I usually play slower my than my. Is this black hair? Yeah. Well, I'm not going to change that again. It's actually. I actually play slower than. Why did you do that, Eraser? Because I thought my hair was white instead of black for a second there. I mean, not entirely white, but with some, you know, some white single uh, parts of. There we go. With some single threads of it. Threads. Alright. So we already have the class. We already have the. I'm not going to spend my skill points like this. This is elite mode by default, just in case you're wondering. There's no normal mode. There's no normal mode. Of course, we cannot play Nightmare because we are level 30. Because, yeah, pretty much. As I've said, I usually play games on my own, even slower. This is a new mission. Blah, 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 blah. This is even slower. Travel to Holborn access shafts. This is pretty much the tutorial, but it'll grant us a rare weapon straight away. Nemo subscriber only. Transmogrifying cube for simple storage. Alright, so I think I saw this during the. Alright, so Add a link to this item's description in the chat line. Keyboard shortcut. Alright. This for linking. Probably for sell and buy and trading. And those. Here we have another mission. Necromantic Talisman creates a limited portal to an endgame level of Holborn Station. You will need level 50 to enter this area. This is not for us. Level 50. Level 50. That's crazy. Here is the donation. Every bit helps. If you want to donate some palladium, we can improve our chances against demon kind. Imagine suddenly finding yourself more resistant to damage or more punishing just because you dropped a coin or two here. It can happen when we hit our quota. Right. Pretty interesting system, donation system. We've got the classic missions here from the original game. Travel to Tottenham Court Road. Dawn of the Zombies. Let's grab this because otherwise, well, we'll get killed. As you can see, they changed. Sorry, I should review this before getting over here. Before beginning killing. You can see that they changed the posters on the station. This one's new. London 2038 with a new wallpaper. Pretty good. Fight for the living. And there are many more. You can see this one. But they kept the classic posters paying homage to the Stonehenge Chronicles. Now we know what that means. Holy Flames, they kept the ones for the original guilds. As you can see, the storage is bigger. That was a needed upgrade that the game needed. And here you can see that you have shared and hardcore elite. According to the game mode, you have even more personal stash, so you can stuff, so you can hoard as many mods as you want. Of course, we still don't have enough money. We're still extremely squishy. I should reorganize my things here. Good. We'll keep those 4 for the for the character rotation, and we'll use it rounds. When I play offline, as I was saying, I'm even slower. You may think that I stream slowly. Well, just so you know, I'm even slower when I play offline. I can't even spend time doing nothing. Just looking at the scenery, contemplating what... Alright, so we have extra spawns now. We need to be careful. We have surprise spawns right at the beginning of the game. Pretty interesting. By the way, the guy that followed earlier was probably a bot. I'm going to ban that guy as soon as we finish the stream. That bot. And that was easy. Okay. Ah, right now. It spawned some more. Yeah, it begins easy. It's kind of like telling you, get ready because you will get killed soon enough. Serac, that's a pretty good pistol. I remember because of the attack speed. So can we use machine pistols with this character? Yes, we can use machine pistols, so it's extremely similar to the... You kill the Seraph. Ah, alright, so you get... Alright, but the spawn rate of this pistol is increased, because I remember that in the vanilla version you... Alright, we have small enemies right at the beginning of the game. Oh! Look at that. That's a TL quality weapon. What's that? Is that more or less than rare? Well, we're about to get killed. I can hardly target that thing. I should have invested some points on accuracy already, but that's not what we're gonna do. Identified relic. Blah 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 blah. Let's gear up because we have a second frag pistol. Yeah, definitely the spawn rate is increased here without a shadow of doubt. Level 3 achieved. Wait, I'm not going to invest my points right now. This is disabled, right? Enable voice chat. I still don't want to enable that. Toggle chat panel. All right, I can. You can turn it off. I'm not gonna do that, but you can do that. It's a bit cumbersome with the UI, but it's okay. I've seen worse. Maybe if yeah, we'll leave it. Well, at least it hides. You have a global local party guild. Okay, you have a guild. You have guilds as well. I wouldn't. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. So let's see. We have this already rare quality. Good. We are already. Are we? Do we have some basic gear here? Yes, we have some basic gear. Pretty much double-edged. What the? Feed cost increased. I don't know what that may mean, but I can equip it and it provides armor as well as shields. So that's pretty much what I mean. Second Srac pistol. But this one is rare quality. Shield overload plus 52%. It has some good quality. Let's see, can I equip this? Alright, yeah, it pretty much works like the 15, 15. This one's 43. Yeah, we'll keep that one for now. Relic. Increases damage by 13. Good. So you get... Ah, right, but the shape. Yeah. I didn't pay attention to the shapes. Sorry. Yeah. Alright. Look at my friends here. And you also have this. Dismiss. Dismiss. Inventory. Alright. So you can equip... You can eventually equip things to them if you pick that talent. So I dismiss them from there. Well, at least I won't be alone while I get killed. Yeah, I should have picked this class for the previous walkthrough. Oh well. I'll never get tired of those physics. So, yeah, as I was saying, I'm usually slower, but this time with this one we'll go as fast as possible. Because the idea here is to... Hey, we finished. Speaking about that. The idea here is to... Evoker Summoner, no. The idea here is to go as fast as possible so we can experience Stonehenge, Chronicles, as well as Abyss as soon as possible. I think we'll hit level 30 faster than on the vanilla version because the spawn density in this game will be higher and it will be more concentrated on this version of the game. I mean, it's the same game, but it's a different version. What was that? That crazy guitar. Um, I hope I completed this mission to get... Ah, it's a rocket launcher. Do say hi to Smith for me. Ah, you are told... Alright, so... Okay. You are told what you get, both the experience and the palladium. I think this is part of the main story. Yeah. Holmorn, access shafts, cord road. Okay. So as you can see, they fixed the vertex explosions for the portals. Of the portals, sorry. They pretty much fixed. I forgot about my drones. Alright, so... Sorry, my bots. These are bots, the other ones are drones. Good. As I've said, at least I won't be alone when they kill me. Da-da-da-da, that was fast. Easy experience. Here we have to find the prosthetic leg. I remember this mission. Hey, we are getting flesh golems. Yeah, but they're kind of like mini necropolises. They just have a different name. We're getting necropolises from the beginning. I already feel at home getting attacked by low-level necropolises. Shrek. There are a lot of these Shrek pistols here. They clearly intend me to do this, so we'll try that. They know better than me. 10 out of 10 zombies killed, so it also keeps track of your of your of your side quest objectives. This is normal. I should have invested the spread. The missile spread is normal. I should have invested some points by now, but we're not doing that right now. We'll get into the skill tree and the rest later. I'll just get closer and slaughter them. Tantarus. Alright, wait, I'm level... What? And I cannot kill that thing? At least it's big. It's an Acropolis. Interesting. It's a spawning maggots. Rare maggots. Right at the beginning of the game. Interesting concept. They're kind of like warning you at this point. They're kind of like warning you at this point. Yeah, you'll be killed several times. This is actually a late game mob. But well, they give you these racks, so this extremely... These are rare pistols, so yeah, they're extremely fast, so yeah. It's compensated, I'd say, for now. Fat Bali. Level 1. Good name. Hey, we're already at 1866. Palladium. Alright, so the economy is completely revamped. By now, if this was the vanilla version, by now we'd have nothing. The money, the economical progression of the unmodded version is totally different. It's much slower. It's much slower when compared to this. They have nothing to do. Gloves? Do I have any gloves? No, but now I do. Recruit diver gloves. Well, at least it's providing basic shield and damage. Hey, they added trinket. I don't remember this. I don't remember this at all. Double-edged. I wonder what that may mean. Feed cost increase. Ah, that it has a negative quality, maybe. It provides a pretty amazing positive quality. Alright. I'm already getting tired of this. Is there a teleporter? A relocation device? Yes, we have some relocation devices. Ah. Sorry, people. Here, I try to go as fast as I can. They are allowing me to do so. Hey, they changed the animation for the when you summon the portal as well. PRD, Holmorn Station, they fixed the vertex explosions. And the portal remains. PRD. See, I finished the vanilla version without knowing shit about that. Take your prosthetic leg and ward peg leg sword. Thank you. Thank you. Choose for me. No, we'll choose it. No room. Yeah, we have room. If there's one thing I'm an expert on is organizing this inventory. Alright, so we have standing. as well. Palladium, blah 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 blah. We already have a lot of palladium. They allow you to. They're pretty generous regarding Guild Herald. Subscriber only. What? There are no subscriptions as far as I know. It must be part of the original game, part of the online part of it. So do do you have any of these? We need this. I'll keep it at 6. 10, and we still don't. I'll just buy 5 because they're pretty generous regarding the economy. So yeah, I'll change this here. I'm extremely tidy regarding these things. Tan ribbed shirt. 7-3 blah 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 blah. Evoker Summoner. Rocket. Evoker Summoner. Guardian. Blah blah blah. Repair drone. Escape 2. Accuracy, which we don't have. I'll keep this for now. This. I'll keep this. They're pretty generous regarding the economy here. 50 already. Electric damage, this one. Direct physical damage, electric damage. I'll feel right at home with that one. And it already has mod slots. You can kind of like go all out right at the beginning of the game. Relic, I think this will be useless for now, though we'll keep it. 50, 43, physical and electric. Good, though this one has shield overload. It can be good for survival purposes, but rocket, this one has shield overload. Good, we get more damage. Blah 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 blah. Pretty standard. We don't have a cog there, so we apply this. See, this is why I wanted to explore the vanilla version of the game first as well. Now I am more or less. I'm not lost, at least. What? 1 accuracy. Alright, I'm just missing 1 accuracy point. We'll go as fast as lightning. Hold on access shafts. We're already level 2 as... we are what? Level 2, 3, what? Where are we? Level 5. Weapon or shield. This goes here. No, here. I already have 20 points. Alright, what do we need to do here? Capacitors, blah 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 blah. Alright, we're just... Wait, this is... I've been here. I've explored this well. Alright, we'll just do this one and go. Capacitors. Taken from any demon. Yeah. We'll proceed right away. I mean, let's abandon this. Breakthrough, blah 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 blah. Abandon. Yes. Please confirm. No! What's this? I just abandoned the mission. What happened? What? I just abandoned the mission. What happened there? My god. I don't know if that was meant to happen or what, but oh well. Well, the mission was abandoned. Can I help you? It's part of the story quest. Okay. Yes. It's part of a story quest. Sadly, we'll have to do it because, you know, ah, because um. Anyways, I had to respawn. I had to refresh this dungeon. It'll be faster. So they increase the spawn rate so you can go faster. At least this here, as far as I can tell. Pretty good. It's much faster. The gameplay they fixed kind of like the slow-paced gameplay of the unmodded version. Return, blah 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 blah. You can kill at your leisure. I forgot about my drones. You can do that. Excellent work. Good. Good, I guess. I love how the chat talks. The chat has those things. Automatically tells you how you're doing. Let's not waste any more time. Do we have the? Yeah, we have this. Let's go straight for Covent Garden approach, if I can, please. I probably need to get the quest from Murmur. Good job. Let's go. So you can see I'm not doing the rest of the side quests. As soon as I hit the required level, which I can do it, I can transition. Hey, I think they removed the darkness, or could it be that these early parts didn't have that darkness? Well, I don't know. Doesn't matter. The important thing is that I forgot to buy analyzers. Well, doesn't matter. Level 3, these are low level creatures. We can proceed to the second part. Hey, they fixed the animation there as well. The spawn animation. There you could see the small hellgate demon circle on the floor. Right at their feet. More void. Overloaded. Careful, these ones on drags. I mean, if a demon says overloaded, the first thing I think about is this guy is not healthy. He's doing drags. Let's go as fast as we can. I forgot about my bots. They don't take more damage from these bots, but they're slowed down. Yeah. The overall gameplay mechanics and the economy system, they're both faster here. It would be even faster if I spent my points, this would be even faster. Okay. Yeah, everything is faster. The drop rate, the economy. The gameplay mechanics. Well, no, not the gameplay mechanics. Yeah, well, one could say indirectly because the skill trees, I assume they made them even faster. The progression of the skill tree, I mean. Here? Yes. Yeah, the good thing is that thanks to the fact that I played the vanilla version, at least I know what I'm doing. I'm not lost. What are you doing? Why is he escaping? Why is he running away? At least I know what I'm doing, and I can skip the side quests now. So good. Good. Yeah, the drops are much are much better. The drops are much better. Everything. The enemy spawns are totally different. They must have perfected the algorithm of the vanilla version. Pretty much. They must have. They perfected the algorithm of the vanilla version, I mean. It's clear. Because those random spawns have to do with that. They probably told the algorithm, no, you'll include random spawns here. You have more uh, relocation devices as well. You can access health injectors right at the beginning of the game as well. So yeah, good, 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 good. You don't need to loot a lot of things just to... Yeah, I kind of like artificially, now that I see this, I can see that I artificially uh, you had to artificially fix the economy of the game by looting stuff on the vanilla version, on the unmodded version. Well, here you can see a player. That's a player right there. You can see that there's a player, so you can confirm that it's completely online. There were more players when I tried my test character. Don't think it's empty like this. Probably Templar Station is filled, and there were more even here at the beginning of the game. The problem is that I'm streaming on at a pretty inconvenient time, extremely early. So because here on Argentina it's already holidays, pretty much December and January. Because as you can see, it's summer here. If you don't like winter, come here. Come over here on on December. It's kind of like 35 degrees Celsius outside. Yes, as I always say. Uh, we picture Santa Claus we picture Santa with a folding chair, sitting on a folding chair with black sunglasses like this, wearing a swimsuit, a swimsuit. Uh, yeah, at the beach, pretty much. Yes. Santa comes during the summer here. That's the idea. 3% shield penetration won't make any difference at this low level. I have to what else do I need to do? Spend my things, my points. Here we are skipping all of these. I explored this extremely in depth. There are no side quests. Why? Orphan. Abandon Lord. I know this isn't Orphan. Alright, fine, welcome. Give me the quests. Give me the quests. Blah 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 blah. Stephen Patrick. Give me that. Lower Kingsway Sewer. Lower Kingsway Sewers. Please. Lower Kingsway Sewers. No, this is Gordon Cabin. Probably we ain't doing this one. Uh, and of course, Crazy Mackenzie. Upper Kingsway. All right, we are probably doing the Lower Kingsway Sewers and proceeding to the next station as fast as we can. The idea here is that we level up as fast as we can because fortunately the economy lower, I assume lower Kingsway sewers are here. No. There's upper Kingsway sewers. Lower, please. Common Garden Market. No, where's lower? Bloom's Fury. Lower. Lower. I don't remember. Yeah, I remember this station was extremely confusing regarding the portals. Train Depot. Leicester. Damn. Shit, what are the lower Kingsway sewers? The Abyss Chronicles. For a better tomorrow through a tougher today. Zombies need not apply. London 2038. Damn, they were inspired when they designed this. Well, let's go to Covent Garden to begin. Covent Garden Market. Alright. Investigate the anomaly. Thank you. These are level 5, right? Well, there you can see Parliament Square. Baba Yaga want to sell Black Knight dye kit. Oh, there are dye options in this game, so you can change the color of your outfit, I assume. What the? Blade Dynamos this early? Rare Carnagors glimmering. Well, there you can see Parliament Square, Black Knight. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. There you can see that the game is completely online. This section, okay? This, because now that I think of it, up until this point, I showcased the game pretty similar to the offline. I wonder if once you enter these, they are kind of like staged, or if you can see players killing demons here. No, I think they are kind of like instanced. That's pretty much the solution all online games have. These are kind of like instanced. These are instanced versions, so these are actually for you, while the game map is online. That's why we don't meet any other players here. I assume. I don't know. Maybe they modified it. Alright, we are still level 5 and we are facing level 5 enemies. Alright, that's the only thing we care about. I don't care about which side quest we may be doing, or even if we complete it as soon as we level up and proceed to the next station. So we should probably do the story quests, which I think I picked way too many side quests. Probably part of my completionist instincts coming from the offline version. Also, I'm not using health injectors, and I'm not using my drones. What am I doing? I'm not using my bots. Damn, I have a lot of things to work on. There we go. Fortunately, this is pretty similar to playing marksman. It sounded similar. Immense amount of damage, but with a bit more of survival. Yeah, that class was way too squishy for my taste. Ravager, I think these are the same spawns as the vanilla version, but with increased spawn density, pretty much. Right, anyone else? There you can see that we are falling behind in terms of damage already. The Hell Rift was here. I remember it from the vanilla version. Demon essence. I don't know what that may be, but it glows. If it glows, we grab it. If it glows, you have to pick it up. That's pretty much the universal law of video games. I have to investigate this, maybe? Bridge the Hell Reef. Ah, it's here. Dr. Foxy, I remember this thing. Hi, how are you doing? I wonder if they fixed... Yep, snipers getting killed, yeah. Damn, those snipers were... were much more accurate than than the ones I remember.
Yes, yes, you're a man. One with a
5 demon essences are required to enter Hell's Heart, found in Wake Hollow of Stonehenge. What? Why did I pick this to enter the mall? Found in Wake Hollow of Stone. And why do I find this so early? Ah, yeah, because we are leveling up much faster, so we'll probably reach that faster. Um, yeah. What was I gonna do? Right, grab a weapon that doesn't suck. And well, I'll have to begin investing. I'll have to begin investing some points here. So, but now I know what to do not to fuck up my skill tree and my attributes. Da -da 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 -da. Alright, so we don't need strength, we don't need stamina, and we don't need willpower. So why is my pointer a hand? There we go. So we'll invest. We'll begin with 5 points here. Something conservative. And we'll have to begin with currently equip. What? You can equip things from your achievements. This is new to me. We are not picking that. We need to be. I'll need to be extremely careful with this, with the points, because this is what totally ruined the experience last time. So, combat support robot launches rockets at engineers targeted enemy. I want to leave this for later. I'll leave this for later. Let's see if we can proceed without any other talents at all. So yeah, and I want to. Unfortunately, that was the main story quest. So yeah, let's go straight for that. So side quests here are actually side quests. Then I'm, in case you are wondering, I am eager to see how the stream is working. I just hope with that extra accuracy we should be able to deal with this. Eraser's headstone, we'll see. Those snipers were extremely precise. Ah! How are you doing? How's it going? I remember this guy. I remember this guy. I remember this guy. Yeah, I definitely remember this guy. Careful with those. Is it me or their bullets are much faster? Ah, I see. They don't have those slow I remember in the vanilla version, these snipers were... You were able to dodge their bullets. They should be slowing that thing down. I think they are. It's just that it's so fast that... Ah, the flamethrower. I remember it. I think I'll kill this thing exactly like I killed it in the vanilla version. Yeah, I should have invested some talents by now. Did it kill my drones? No. No, there they are. Well, but this slowdown helps. I cannot believe I actually ended up killing this thing the same way I did the first time, because I don't want to spend my skill 3 points yet. Nope. Sorry. I'll be back with you in a minute. How's it going? I'm back. I'll be with you in a minute. See, I fulfilled my promise. I'm back. Ah, there we go. That loot is much better. I remember that automatic rifle. I think that's a fixed. Won't fit inventory. I think that's a fit. It's a fixed. This one. It's a fixed spawn because. Yeah. I remember that dropped the last time I played this. All right, as you can see, the mods are much more similar to what you would normally expect. Hey, what's this? Add a link to the chat line. Alright, so you can also do that. Attempt to break. Dismantle. Runic fragment. Yeah, I remember I destroyed everything. I never dismantled anything at all. This one looks cool, but I remember that this automatic rifle was good. Damn. There's a legendary piece of equipment there. Let me grab it, please. Da, 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 da. Please, here. No. Are we getting medium already, or these are basic? Yeah, basic. Can we place them in here? Can I use this as storage? Thank you. Oh, yes, thanks. The classic Diablo 2 trick. Using your cube for as a storage. 13, 11, and a normal set of stats. Guardian Blade Master. Well, it'll serve us as money. I hate it when that happens. Rifle, well, we already have a good weapon. Remember, as I explained during my analysis, in the case of melee classes in this game, your stats are extrinsic to your character instead of intrinsic. I wonder if they all attacked me because I was here. Where are the snipers now? Hi. Good. They're intelligent enough. Good. As you can see, totally extrinsic. They died extremely fast. Though I actually believe I was targeted by a south, and maybe they were less than I thought by some snipers. Alright, you can still somehow dodge them. Hey, now the flames are working. I believe that in the version I played, those didn't work. There we have a statue of the guy we just killed. We ruined the place. Hi, poor folks. No! No fair. I was looting. Good. You are too late, you are too late, Eraser. Grab that. Return. Blah 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 blah. We can farm. Alright, we can farm in a different area. In the meantime, we can go back. There was one of those here. Yeah, here. Good. Insta kill. That's what I like to see. Hey, already 2 hours. We've explored pretty much. Yeah, this is much faster. In less than
Of course, upgrades will cost you.
than some
Scale
minutes.
are most pricey out of season this time of year.
In under 1 hour, because the first 30 minutes were exploring offline, and the other second 30 minutes of the stream, the first 30 minutes were showcasing the offline mod. The second set of 30 minutes was
Off you go then.
character creation. So yeah, in under an hour, or exactly 1 hour, we've already reached level 5, and we've already looted a lot of things. The game is much faster like this. It's like when you play Age of Empires Definitive Edition, kind of like with the very fast setting, or StarCraft. Remains of Dr. Fox. Those, I need to place those. Alright, they also improve the experience here, so you can do this. Can I do this? Yes. Amazing. So they use that cube as extra inventory instead of adding room here. Pretty clever. Cleverly designed. Good. We're probably not using that. Anyways. Increased range. Increased range. Critical damage bonus? No. Not now. It's not what we need now. Ignite attack strength. Come with me. What? No, this one. This one. This one. Not what I'm looking for. So many adrenaline pills. Sorry. So many adrenaline pills. So this one consumes 4 slots, but provides you with many more. So yeah. Pretty good. Chat 1 dead. Bambi. Dreadnought up. 1 out of 5. 2 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Well, you can see that that there are players running and doing their stuff.
It would seem our codes of discipline breeds perfection.
Well, says you consciously not knowing exactly where to begin. Okay, what now? I think he needs some time to do that. Well, whatever, we'll do some. Where's the lower straits? Lower sewers. What am I saying? Lower sewers. Upper Kingsway sewers. Well, whatever. We're doing this. Doesn't matter. I just need to level up. Right? Oh, I missed this. Ah, level 3 now. No, we're pro now. Come on. I think the lower sewers will be even worse, but let's see. Come on, what are the lower sewers? Please. Covent Garden approach. Bloom's Fury. Upper blah 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 blah. Hey, nice posters. Good. They could add some train depot, Covent Garden steam tunnels. Where are the lower sewers? Come on. Well, whatever. Let's try this one. Let's check out the level. 5. Good. Oh, the frozen horrors. 2548 palladium already. Hey, they added some. Good. They also improved the environment. Good. So they could somehow level 6. Good. So they could somehow, yeah. I don't know if the word is counter. No, they could mitigate the. They could somehow fix the lack of environment variety by modifying it. The smoke in this game is amazing because it has some special DirectX effects that make it look extremely good. This reminds me of Batman Arkham Origins, which had the Nvidia smoke. Probably the DirectX version works much better, but well. This is the DirectX 9 because, well, I don't want the game to crash while I'm streaming. Well, here you can see that my analysis was extremely precise, if I do say so myself. In the case of ranged classes, the stat system is extrinsic. It's extrinsic to them. And in the case of melee classes, it is indeed intrinsic, because you can increase your base damage. Also, not only by using a better weapon, but also by investing stat points. Here I'm just increasing accuracy and missile spread, as well as missile spread. There we go. Good. Level 5, rare. Please feed me. See why I don't like to use the stand ground talent or whatever. What was it called? The tactical stance talent, because you are constantly moving in this game. Oh well. Let's use all of our experience so we don't fuck up this skill tree as well. Hey, I could swear that only in this version that I can only see the ultra textures in this version. That the Steam version, for some reason, even if I selected them, I couldn't see the ultra textures. That's so weird. What's this? These are level 5, so they are feeding me. Yeah, yeah, the experience bar is going extremely fast. 16 out of 15 imp troopers killed. The artificial intelligence and the pathfinding of the drones is pretty good. Now I'm wondering how they behaved originally in the vanilla version. So we'll continue with this story. Let me abandon. Well, it was just a random bag. See that I can abandon them without any kind of issue. Good. And the portals work actually in this version. Take items, the Fox device, take items. Travel to British Museum. Oh, I remember that. I fucking remember that. I do remember that. British Museum. Upper Kingsway. Ah, alright, so the lower Kingsway sewers are after the upper Kingsway sewers. Bloom's Fury. There we go. Bloom's Fury. I think we're good to go. Worst case scenario. I remember this, the British Museum. This is the first gauntlet of the game. See how it perfectly conceals the gauntlet system. Forget about my drones. Thanks. Level 6. That's what I need. Yeah, you can completely ignore the side quests in this version. That's amazing, because it allows you to progress faster. It feels much more natural. Though I think I wouldn't have been able to do all of my crazy side quests here. I'm beginning to think I'm probably the only person who tried doing that. Well, the good news is that this will be a completely different experience when compared to the one I had with the vanilla version. Yeah, the vanilla version is slower. Because by now, I think the experience here is yeah, it's definitely modified. There's, there's no way you get more experience somehow. You don't need to do all of those crazy side quests. Okay, perfect. Good. We have necropolises spawning right away. Okay. Good. You can also play in first person, just in case you're wondering. See? This is like playing Destiny 10 years before Destiny was a thing. Hi there. I like that they fixed uh, the spawn anime, the impact, the bullet impact animations. Spike Lord. Is that thing recovering health or what? Yeah, regenerating. What gave it away, Race, or the fact that it said regenerating. I'm not dealing enough damage. Yeah. Well, eventually a critical hit will trigger. I promise that by the time we begin the next stream, I will have invested my skill points and my talent points. So we don't have to go through these, but well, for now I want to be cautious because I've already fucked up one skill tree. So yeah. Anyways, I don't think it'll be a problem. Just if we face those crazy regenerating enemies, but the rest should be smooth. Analyzers, blah 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 blah. I can use the adrenaline pills. I don't like using consumables in any game ever. Just so you know. But well. British Museum, here we go. Breach the Hell Rift, pretty much the same. I remember this. We meet again. Probably the highest difficulty spike of the vanilla version. What's the current price of Withering? Blah blah blah, 70, 80k. Alright, yeah. There you can see. You can confirm that we're completely online. Again. Then I will rewatch the stream just in case there are some skipped frames. But so far, at least Streamlabs tells me that there haven't been any errors. Well, there you can see that they are chatting about the current price of a weapon with the amount of slots. All right. But someone was kind enough. Two people were kind enough to reply to the guy. Oh yeah. That one spawned in a pretty weird location. Yeah, let's get out of here before this gets bagged. Uh-huh. Ah, yeah, I forgot about these guys that appear right behind ya. Out of nowhere, already 3,000 palladium. Yeah, the economy is definitely faster because of the drop rate. They perfectly. They did some precise changes. Hey, what's this? I don't remember this. And let thy fit millenniums. It's difficult to. And let thy fit millenniums hence be set in the minds of knowledge. Tennyson. The only Tennyson I know is Benjamin Tennyson from Ben 10, back from 2005. Sorry. Pretty good cartoon. The original. St. Paul's Station. Oh, alright, so we can we can see the chat from St. Paul's Station, which is pretty much end game. Wow. So they are all connected. Oh, this guy. Emperor Ghoul car. I think this was the most brutal difficulty spike of the vanilla version that I played. Level 6, what are we? We should be level 7 by now. We should definitely be level 7 by now. There's no way around it. We want to be one level. You usually want to be one level above your farming zone, above the farming zone that, or the story mission that you want to do, that you want to complete. You usually want to be one level above it, pretty much. At least. If it can be more, of course, better. But that's pretty much my reference. We're level 6, so I might as well farm a bit here. Besides, this section, I don't trust this section because it killed. I think it's the part in which I died the most in the vanilla version of the game. Yeah, definitely. Maybe this one and Sidonai and the final boss. This one and the final boss. Yeah, pretty much.